Hey, scrappy people, it's Tracy Reed here today coming at you with my August Project Life pages. I know, gasp! I'm doing my August Project Life pages right after August ends. If you saw my catch-up video for my Project Life pages, you'll know I got way behind on Project Life, and actually in that catch-up video, I missed an entire month, April. So I still have to go back into April as well. But I'm trying to keep ahead of the game and make sure that I am getting these pages done in the moment so that I'm not losing stories and things like that. I'm using the Allie Edwards story kits plus the stories by the month kits like I do every month. So I have, actually this is a full spread, a 9x12 full spread, which is the left hand side of this video all the way to like the pink August card, and then the back side of that spread is sort of all of that white stuff on the right hand side there. And instead of doing a story journal this month, I decided to just round up my stories into one 9x12 pocket page, and so it's kind of its own little standalone story thing there about my accomplishments and things this month. So it's a full spread plus one extra 9x12 pocket page. So this card that I'm working on here, with an Apple Watch, anyone that you have that has an Apple Watch and you have as a friend on your Apple Watch app can see when you are working out or when you're done working out. And cheer you on and stuff like that. And so my best friend, one of my best friends from high school, actually sent me a text when I had finished a workout. She's like, I love you, but can you not finish workouts when I am shoving cookies in my face? And then she sent me that selfie. So I documented that conversation. And then also on that side, Patrick decided to go back to the gym with me, so we went and bought him some running shoes, and me, I needed new running shoes. And then there's a picture of him working out at the gym, and also Joe working out at the gym, who we can drag along with us sometimes. And then on the very bottom of that page is a picture of Karsten and I, actually two pictures of Karsten and I, one from 2016 and one from 2019 on the exact same day of the year. So I wanted to talk about how much he and I both have changed physically, obviously with my weight loss and with his growing super huge and tall and teenagery. So I thought that that gasp card was perfect for that. Then on the other side we have some other random stories. One, the top 4x6 card is back to school night with Joe, and he's part of his school's robotics competition stuff, so he's driving his robot around. Then two photos of Joe sleeping with the animals in my bed. He sleeps in my bed a lot. He's going through his teenage stage where he sleeps a lot, and I don't know if that ever ends because his father also slept a lot for a very long time, so we're going into that sleepy stage. And then the bottom is of him and a couple of his friends from school that somebody took, and I guess that photo's going in the yearbook. The very top, which is sort of that weird chart-looking thing, is I challenged Carson. He was running the mile for the first time in his PE class. I challenged him to go faster than me, so he was texting me his speed, which was just a little bit faster than mine, so I was razzing him. And then the pink card at the very bottom, Patrick has caught my bug for thrifting, and so we went thrifting one Saturday with his brother as well, so that is just a story about that. Then working on this side that's all about me. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll have seen this photo of me jumping in the air after finishing an entire 5K in under 30 minutes, which was a huge deal for me. I took 2 minutes off of my mile time in August. Like I ran in the beginning of August, I was running 11:30s. By the end of August, I was running 9:30s, or somewhere around there, which was just crazy for me. So I was talking about that. Then the top 4x6 card is actually I hit 90 pounds lost in August. So I have a sort of before and after with the MyFitnessPal 90.5 celebratory little image that they give you. Next to that is me donating some clothes, and I'm actually going to talk about in that story about how, yes, I'm donating clothes, which is awesome, but also it's also about sort of letting go of my larger clothes and that safety net that comes with keeping clothes that are too big for you just in case, you know? So that's what the story's about. Then my obligatory selfie, which was a cute Snapchat one with the little hearts all over it, and my new sunglasses. And that gets paired with the August details, like the currently card. And then the last photo is we had primary local elections, so I have my little I voted sticker. And that is all the stories for my project life this month. So I'm just kind of working them all together. My goal here was to have lots of color because I love lots of color, and also to use a product, which is always my goal. So I'm going through and adding in stickers. You just watched me while I explained what all these stories were. You just watched me lay down all of the die cuts and chipboard, and now I'm going through the sticker sheets and adding in some more word bits here and there. Not all of the sticker sheets are going to have things that work for me, but a lot of them do. Now that I've got quite a stash of Ali Edwards products going on, I find them a lot easier to use than I did in the beginning because her products come themed, so they have a theme every month, like breathe or move, that sort of a thing. And so when you have a kit that is centered solely around, you know, breathe, the word breathe, it's really hard to do a project life spread with something like that. But when you have 10 kits that are centered around different words, you have a lot of product going on, and it's a lot easier to use all those kits together than it is to use just one. So I'm finding the product a lot easier to use nowadays, and I got a lot of it to use up. I need to fill in some space over here. I have some trapped white space in the bottom left corner of this card, so I cut that word strip in half so that I could layer it in that corner. So that works a lot better. And also it kind of replicates the whole texting vibe. I used mostly the August Stories by the Month kit, I would say mostly, because I used that Remember This card, which has all that color in it. And so I pulled the colors from the August kit as well. But then I also interspersed a lot of random embellishments from the collections that just matched as well. I find that a lot of Ali's products match month to month pretty well, even when you have a super bright collection like the August stuff versus, you know, the more sedate colored collections that you get in the winter. I find that it's so neutral most of the time that everything works really well together. So that's really helpful. Just adding in my requisite word bits here and there and just trying to finish things off. Make sure that everything has something on it. Like this screenshot has not got anything on it yet, so I'm adding in some word strips. Now I'm going to add in my titles, and I pulled some letter stickers out of my stash. Those are Simple Stories. These are from Coco Daisy. I just pulled in ones that were going to match. Those yellow stickers I didn't have a lot of, so I put those aside for the moment because I had a lot of these green ones. Thrift shop is what I spelled out with that. And I wanted to use LOL, which is something I add into a lot of my layout. So obviously I was out of letters for LOL, so I end up adding ha. And I'm using the insides of, I think an O, I don't know, using the insides of letters that were left over for my exclamation point, which I thought was just genius, of course. Need to add in, I think, one more title. So I'm going to add, I don't remember what it says. You're going to find out together. Ah, so silly. So silly. Okay, so I've added in all of my journaling, and the last thing I'm going to do is use these Pink Fresh Studio, oh no, where are those from? Pretty Little Studio, I think. These Pretty Little Studio stars that I got in a Cocoa Daisy kit, just to sprinkle in a little bit more magic throughout this spread, and fill in some of that empty space, especially on that pink card. I felt like there was just so much random empty space that I needed to add a little bit more. I really wanted to add in this gold and finish off this sheet of stickers, but it just wasn't going to happen. But I think that's about it for this spread. If you enjoyed this video, I'd love it if you give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. I would love to have you. And if you don't already, you can follow me over on Instagram. My handle is @TracyMReed, and I'd love to see you over there. All right, thank you.